Hello everybody, KRIS here, and within a week of release, all the secrets about Deltarune are finally getting revealed, including, but not limited to, a secret room in the forest. From what I could tell, there is no guaranteed way to get to this secret room, but if you constantly and persistently use the warp between these two maps in the forest, there is a % chance that you will warp to this secret room. Important to note is that only KRIS is teleported to that map, and it's more or less an empty map with a lone tree standing on an empty piece of land. It's an eerie sight to take in, but the music makes it less ominous and more of a dreamlike feel. Another thing to note is that the dark void has collision turned off, allowing the player to walk around freely. But that's not all. When interacting with the tree, the message "He is behind the tree" shows up. When going behind the tree and interacting, it displays the message, "Well, there is a man here. He offered you something." It turns out that he gave you an egg, an item that appears under your key items with the description, "Not too important, not too unimportant." Following this, the man is gone, and it's once again just a room with a tree. So from exploring, players realize that it's really not too important and it has no use in the dark world. However, this is the only item that carries over with you from the dark world onto the surface. So far, people have only discovered one use of the egg, which is to place it in Asgore's refrigerator. From what I could tell, there is no true use of the egg, which is probably why it's, and I quote, "not too important." However, what makes it not too unimportant? Many people like to speculate that this somehow ties in with the infamous GASTER character, and "he is behind the tree" refers to GASTER. However, there really isn't much evidence to support this. What I really think makes this seem important is the implications the egg has, because the fact that KRIS is in possession of an item from the dark world implies that the events of the dark world were real. This would directly debunk a popular theory floating around that this was all a dream, considering the fact that the dark world mirrors the layout of the games and toys in the old classroom, which I broke down in another video, as well as items in the game, such as the sword being described as wooden with a carbon core. Now, I'm no stationery salesman, but that seems to me to be a lot like a pencil. And as much as I love to say that this theory is debunked, I also can't say without certainty that KRIS didn't just get high huffing markers and stole the egg from Asgore in the first place, because from what we could tell, KRIS is a pretty messed up kid.